Hello everyone, Bonafide Collectibles here with yet another 6-scale unboxing and review video. And today we'll take a look at Rambo 3 from Threezero. Guys, a huge shout out to Comic Concepts for sending me this figure. If you want to get this one or any other Threezero Hot Toys or Sideshow figures, make sure you check them out. I put the link in the description below. Also, if you are new to the channel and you want to check out the latest Hot Toys releases, boxing videos, figure previews, and now 6-scale and filter videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification icon so you don't miss anything. Alright guys, enough with the talking, let's start with the unboxing. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, and here we have the packaging, and as you can see we have a nice picture of John Rambo in the front with the Threezero logo at the bottom. This is the side of the box. This is the back with all the crescent warning, small pieces, do not eat it. This is the other side of the box with the Threezero logo again, Rambo 3 on the top. This is the bottom of the box, Rambo 3. And last but not least, if I can get the right orientation, we have Rambo 3. Alright guys, so now this one has some type of deluxe feeling, if you will. So you can actually open this up and you have a window where you can see the figure and of course your worst nightmare. So that's basically it for the packaging. So now let me take everything out and take a better look at the figure and the accessories. So guys, I have to tell you right off the bat that this figure comes with a lot of accessories, so we have a lot to go over, so be patient, and also stay tuned for the 5 poses, actually almost 6, so stay tuned for that. Now underneath we have a tray where we have the jacket, we have the missile launcher, we have the arrows and the bows, and that's basically all we have in this particular tray. And as you notice, there's no base. Don't worry, we're gonna go over everything in the accessory section. So now let me open this up and take a better look at the figure and how you'll see it in the packaging. And as you can see, we have a plastic cover, so let me remove this so you can see the head sculpt, which is actually pretty good for this particular figure. Now we have Rambo here, we have a few hands on the side, we have the watch underneath, we have the bomb, we have some type of bag, we have the bag that you can put the arrows, and that's basically it. Alright guys, so now let me take everything out and take a closer look at the accessories. Alright guys, and here we have all the accessories, and you know there's no base, but we're gonna start with this jacket. Right off the bat, I have to tell you guys, I love the weathering. Very nicely done, as you can see on the pockets there. You can see the sleeves nicely painted. I kind of like the material that they use for this particular jacket. So you can see if you open this up, it's kind of simple, but it will definitely do the job. Now the pockets are functional, so that's a good thing. Then we have this tank top is painted, obviously, well, this is black, and you can see some weathering as well, some dirt, if you will, looking very nice. Now this is very painful to put that on Rambo. It took me a few minutes to do it. Then we have this little bag here, and as you can see, consistent with the previous 2 accessories, nicely weathered, so you can see that. And of course the functional pocket here in the front, so it does look nice. I like the detail on this one. Now for the next accessory, we have this small peg, and this is a neck connector. So this one is the short one. This one you can use it with the tank top, and of course this little necklace here, which I don't know if you're gonna be able to see the detail because it's very tiny, but nevertheless it does look very nice. Now for the next one, we have this watch, so let me show you this one here, nicely painted as well, sculpted in plastic. It's just black and some silver colors here at the bottom, so it does look nice. Now for the next one, we have this little bump here, so you can see the actual numbers in the front, of course those 3 buttons underneath, and of course the back piece, which gives you the impression that you can actually stick it in the wall, but obviously you can't because it is a small piece. Now this is the bow, and as you can see, nicely painted as well, painted in black, some weathering. Now the strings are actually very flexible, so you can actually, you know, do the impression that you throwing these arrows there, so it does look nice. Now for the next one we have these 5 arrows, and as you can see 3 are painted in kind of like a golden color and then the other 2 in silver. So it's plastic, very similar to the Hawkeye arrows. The quality is actually there, so I'm very happy with the accessories so far. Then we have this one here where you can put the arrows if you want. Nicely painted. This is more like a pleather type of material, and as you can see we have those little silver buttons, so just be careful when you handle it, because throughout the course of this review some of them fell and I have to put some glue and stick it on it, but nevertheless it does look nice. Love the weathering. The overall look is actually pretty good, really nice quality. Now, is this durable? I don't know, I guess time will tell. That's basically it for this accessory. Now moving on to the next one, we have these 2 knives, and let me tell you guys, this one here actually was with the figure, so I took it out so I can show you. Love the detail on this knife, it's huge, nicely painted. Love the weathering as well on the blade, and of course the handle looking really good. Now this small knife was actually in the boot, so I took it out as well. You can see black and silver. It will do the job just fine, looking really nice. Now for the next one we have this missile launcher, and as you can see nicely painted as well. I love the black and I love that burgundy, kind of like a type of wood color, right? You can see the front and the side nicely weathered as well. Then we have the actual missile, which is painted in green and some silver pattern on the top, so it does look nice. Now you can actually put this on inside the missile launcher, and that's a good plus if you ask me. Last but not least, we have this rifle here, and we have like a few gimmicks. We have a few gimmicks in this one. So this one here, you can actually move it to the side, as you can see. Then we have this piece that you can actually move up as well, and then you have access to the little silver bullet which you can put inside. So that's a really good attention to detail. Now as you can see, you can actually extend it this further if you want. Just be very careful with this little piece because it's tiny and you might lose it if you are not paying attention. Now this part here, you can actually take it out and you can see the detail on the bullets, nicely painted as well, and then you can just put it like so. And that's basically it. And as you can see, nicely painted. Love the weathering on the side. This is the other side, and of course the top, and that's basically it for the rifle. Then we have 5 hands, so I'm going to show you just one, and as you can see, nicely painted. I love the texture on the skin, looking really good, and that's basically it. Alright guys, so now let's take a look at the figure. And here we have Rambo, guys, and I have to tell you, first impression, very positive. I really like the overall look on this figure. Now let me see how tall this figure actually is, and this figure is about 12 inches tall. Now taking a closer look at the figure itself, especially the head sculpt, which by the way, it is really nice. As you can see, love the paint application, really like the the shadow on the beard, looking really good. Then the sculpted hair, which doesn't look that bad at all, and then we have this little bandana here that looks awesome as well. This is fabric, so that's a huge thing. Love the weathering as well. Excellent attention to detail if you ask me. Same with the profile, the look of the eyes obviously, and of course the top of the head. Definitely looks like Sylvester Stallone. Very happy so far with the head sculpt. Now we can argue that maybe some differences between the head sculpt and the body, but it does look nice. This is more like a Fison type of body. Obviously it is not, but you can see the scarves, the muscles, the six-pack looking very nice as well. Now this is the arm. You can see the texture, very nicely painted, and of course the other side with the hands and of course the back. And guys, if you're still watching this video, please don't forget to like, because liking this video helps a lot, and of course don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future Hot Toys, Sideshow or Threezero releases. Alright guys, continuing with this accessory, this is where you can actually find the knife, which I showed you earlier in the accessory section. So very nicely done as well on this knife, and you can actually put it in this knives holder. Now you can see the details on the belt as well, and of course the pants. Love the weathering on the pants. You can see very soft material, a lot of things going on, especially the dirt. I think Threezero did a good job with the lightness and of course the attention to detail. Then we have this here on the boots. Maybe one complaint I have about the boots is one solid piece, and that may limit the articulation, which by the way I'm gonna show you in just a second. This is where you can put that knife on the boots, looking nice, but you can see the weathering, so that's a good thing. Love the sculpting, the painting is very nicely done, and of course the bottom of the feet with the Threezero logo and some Rambo 3 words there. Now this is the back of the figure. You can see the pants and of course the booty, and then you can see the pockets and of course the back, looking really good. Love how this was sculpted. The paint application excellent. You can see the muscles there, so very nice attention to detail by the Threezero. Very happy so far with the figure. Now let's do some articulation, shall we? For the head, you can move it up this much, down this much, and to the sides this much. As I said before, you can actually switch this with the other connector. You can move the arm for about this much. I don't like that gap, I guess maybe it's me, but you can do a full 360 with the arm, so that will give you really good articulation. You have some swivel here on the bicep, and you can bend the elbow for about this much. Just be very careful because maybe you might break this in the future. Now it's the classic pec articulation on the hand, nicely painted as well. Now for the torso, you actually have really good ab crunch. You can move it up and down, and you have some swivel there. And then for the pants, oh I'm sorry, for the legs, you can actually split it for about this much, some swivel on the thighs. You can lift the leg for about this much, maybe just a touch more, back for about this much, some limitations if you ask me, and then you can bend the knee for about this much. Actually not bad at all. And last but not least, we have some articulation on the feet, and because it is one solid piece, is really not much that you can do. That's a bummer, but overall I'm very happy with the figure. Alright guys, so now let me show you how this figure looks with the tank top, and as you can see I put the neck. To put the tank top, it's gonna take you some time, so just be very patient. It is a little bit, you know, painful to do it, but the overall it does look really nice. I like how this looks. It definitely looks like Sylvester Stallone Rambo. This is the back of the figure. You can see it actually fits very well, and that's the main thing about this, right? Has to be fit perfectly. Alright guys, so now let me show you when you put the jacket on the figure, and definitely looks nice. The weathering on this jacket, as I mentioned before, is excellent, so it does look awesome in the overall look of this figure. Now this is the side, this is the back, and that's basically it. Alright guys, enough with this. Let's do some poses. Alright guys, my final thoughts about this figure is obviously very positive. Starting with the likeness, I think this is a really good representation of Sylvester Stallone or Rambo in the Rambo 3 movie. I love the paint application on the eyes. I think there is definitely a huge improvement from the prototype and the final product. Now this figure comes with a lot of accessories, so that means you're gonna have a lot of possibilities to pose your figure. One thing I don't like about this figure is the articulation. Even though it passed the test on the articulation, there's a few things I don't like. It's just because of the seamless body, you may have some issues leaving the figure in some dynamic poses for a longer time because it might damage the body, and that's something that you don't want to do it because you can use this figure without the tank top, without the jacket. Now another thing I didn't like about this is that we didn't have a base, but I can live without it because the amount of accessories compensate the missing base. And because of that, my final score is 8.5 out of 10. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Also guys, we just made it to 5,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for your support. Please don't forget to follow me on my Instagram and Facebook group 6Scale Media for anything related 1/6 figures, both links in the description below. And if you have some time, check out these two cool videos. And as always, be well and see you around in the next video.